Hey, welcome to 20 Minutes or Less. My name is Elliot Morgan.
And I'm Lee Newton.
She's Lee Newton. Okay, Lee, let's roll through this. We're gonna give you guys the rundown on something known as the Twitter joke trial. A couple years ago, cold weather caused Robin Hood Airport to cancel a lot of flights, like Paul Chambers' flight on January 6th, 2010. Out of frustration, Chambers tweeted the following: "Crap, Robin Hood Airport is closed. You've got a week and a bit to get your crap together, otherwise I'm blowing the airport sky high."
Eventually, the airport caught wind of the tweet and dubbed it not credible as a threat, but still contacted the police. The police then arrested Chambers, and then they searched his house. Then they took his computer, his hard drive, and his phone. He was charged with sending a public electronic message that was grossly offensive or of an indecent, obscene, and menacing character contrary to the Communications Act of 2003.
That Communications Act also made it illegal for people in the United Kingdom to share other people's Wi-Fi and some other stuff, doesn't matter. Bottom line, Chambers got slapped with a £1,000 fine and eventually lost his job over a tweet.
Not only did he get charged, but he then lost an appeal. Then he lost a second appeal at the High Court. Last week, a second High Court appeal was held, and as of yesterday, the court announced a reserve judgment.
A reserve judgment is basically what it sounds like. The most senior judge in England and Wales, Lord Judge, is holding off on giving a verdict until more information is collected. More information regarding 154-character tweet.
A joke tweet! You can't persecute a guy for making a stupid joke about blowing up an airport that the airport didn't even see as a threat.
The lack of common sense in this whole ordeal is astounding. I highly doubt that history books will ever read, "And the terrorist attack of 2012 could have been prevented if only police had seen that tweet."
My biggest problem with it is how it affects the entire concept of comedy. More often than not, jokes make people feel uncomfortable. I mean, Daniel Tosh makes people feel uncomfortable, Louis C.K., Maria Bamford, Patton Oswalt, all those people joke at someone else's expense.
The thing is, humor is subjective. When we're in the writer's room and Lee farts and frickin' stinks up the entire room with an ungodly, inhuman stench, she happens to be surrounded by 3 dudes who think it's frickin' hysterical. And when I pretend I'm a Chippendale dancer and I parade around the writer's room singing Jumper by Third Eye Blind, I happen to also be surrounded by those 3 other comedy writers who are into that kind of weird, creepy humor. Maybe other people aren't, and I'm okay with that. It's not a reflection on them or me, because comedy sometimes is just about goofing off, and you shouldn't be arrested for it.
The flip side of this is that terrorism is still a very real thing. I mean, we're pretty well detached from the events of 9/11, and it's easy for us to forget how very real that event was. So although I agree that comedy is subjective and people need to learn some common sense, a government's desire to protect their people is a very good thing.
Yeah, so what do you think? Should you be allowed to make whatever jokes you want, using whatever medium you want? And if not, is there a line that you can cross? Let us know your thoughts on the matter in the comment section down below.
And don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Click the annotation down below. Go to SourceFed.com for the 5 daily stories and every other story we've ever done. I'm Lee Newton.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
Oh God, I'm gonna tweet that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's a
tweet
good
that.
one, right? I'm
gonna
Elliot
tweet
Morgan.
that.